very unusual. So before the man passed on, nowadays it's quite very high deviation. So let me just, since it's a normal man, let me just say that Mr. Alan, then all the heads of schools who are here, well, I don't want to use out the meeting that put on the day. Well, to everything, because last week in most such a private university in the lives. I think we should clap for last. Among our gentlemen of the press here, I don't know how many who went to last week. People should be very proud of that. My peers went last week. All the competence who are here, and the gentlemen of the press, who are the reason that we are here today. First is for me to thank you. Since we started this series on Monday, I've not had any complaint from any commissioner that he or she has quoted or that they have been inaccurate reporting of whatever they said. So for me, I think that is a plus for all of the gentlemen of the press that we have here. I'm very proud of you. You are my own constituency. When I explain to people how warm and friendly that we can be, at times think I'm just joking. But I tell them that when you ask problem questions, it's not out of the fact that you want to embarrass anybody or you want to be correct. It's just about looking for the truth and trying to stand in the gap for your audience, because they are not here, many Nigerians, to hear what we will be saying or to ask questions that they feel they need answers to. So you are here standing in the gap for them, and I dare say that you have doing a very good job. So today we are going to the issue of tertiary education, and I said this is a very, very important issue. Our matter in Lagos is that no child should be left behind. So whatever we are doing in terms of development, in terms of project, in terms of anything that has to do with growth for the future of Lagos, we feel that education takes a very big role in it. And that's why in checking out the budget of the Lagos State government, we see that education is always having a very big cycle. And I'm happy today that Mr. Tertiary is here to tell us what the administration of Mr. and Dr. Kadri answer has been able to do in terms of educational facilities in Lagos, in terms of the projects, in terms of the policies. But I assure you that some of the ones that you know, they are just the ones that are out there in the face of the public. A lot has been done in this sector. I am very, very proud of our achievements in education. And I am happy that today you are going to hear some of these things without trying to say, like Yoruba people say, that I'll be more or try to out for not know your mother and mother. So there is something that I say about education that Mr. should not want to say things that are more accurate, more practical than me, because he knows that more than I do. So all of those questions that we've been trying to ask, at times we have provided answers to inadequate. Today is the time for you to ask those questions. So feel free, but let us make it as snappy as possible. The time is fast spent. If you need any clarification on anything, and you feel that you've not been able to get it, thank God, all of the giants in the game are here today. The ones who don't have their telephone numbers, try to get their telephone numbers. Because the instance of this is not just for us to come here and talk and answer questions, also to interact, to know one another. So that whenever you have questions to ask about education in Lagos State, you know who to direct your questions to. And when going to your newsroom and speaking for education in Lagos State, you know that Lagos, you know exactly what you are saying. So, gentlemen, let us keep it. We have always better. Thank you so much for coming, which is a very interesting time this afternoon. And on that note, I would like to just give the microphone to Mr. Collins today. Tell us all of the things. So we are starting administration in education. Thank you so much and welcome.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner, for information and strategy in Lagos State. Mr. David Montosho, you are welcome. At times, you can know for sure, somebody else can know for sure to rely on sure. Because all information about the performances of ministries and agencies to be started in the Ministry of Information. So for this reason, at times, you need to be capable of knowing or sure you are not sure. That is just by the way. I want to welcome and recognize the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, who has just welcomed us to this occasion, and the ministry that is heading the government in informing Lagosians about what we are doing. They have chosen to make it yearly so that all agencies and ministries will come forward to give detailed and adequate information about what Lagos State government is doing in their respective ministry. I would still want to welcome the permanent secretaries, those in the Ministry of Tertiary Education and Information, Mr. White Kasali and Mr. Medley, you are welcome. The Vice Chancellors and head of our institutions. What we are going to talk here today is about institutions and some agencies that are related to tertiary and adult education. On this note, I want to welcome the Vice Chancellor of our flagship university, Lagos State University, who is ably represented by Professor Hussein the Vice Chancellor Administration, and Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics of Lagos State University. I welcome Professor Kemi Du, the Provost of Lagos State College of Medicine, the SSA to the Governor on Student Corporate Honorable Mr. Samuel Kako, the Provost of the College of Health Technology, Lagos State, Professor Gaina, the Provost of the College of Nursing, Igodu, Dr. Mrs. Okumiwa, and coming in is the Vice Chancellor of the Lagos State University of Education, Professor Bilikis Lafiaji Okunemi. We have with us heads of our agencies, the Agency for Mass Education, Mrs. Kemi Kalesowo, you are welcome. The acting head of the library board, Mrs. Sofu Yu. Directors in the ministry, we can see the Director of Administration, Mrs. Patrick. Director of Partnership and the rest, you are all welcome. And let me, coming in is the representative of the Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University of Science and Technology, Professor Ben Dekoye. You are welcome. And our host, those that are making this program very possible, directors and senior management staff from the Ministry of Information and Strategy. You are all welcome to this occasion. Distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this press briefing to mark the third year of the second term in office of our dear governor, Mr. Babajide Olúṣọlá Sanwo-Olu. This occasion is not only significant in terms of accountability, but also to present to you the remarkable progress this administration has recorded in strengthening Lagos State Tertiary institutions under the visionary leadership of Mr. Governor. As Commissioner for Tertiary Education, I am delighted to inform you that over the past 3 years, this administration has made good investment in our tertiary education sector. We have expanded access through the establishment of new institutions, upgraded infrastructure across campuses, enhanced digital training and learning facilities, and provided modern hostels, lecture halls, and research laboratories. Equally, we have prioritized farm welfare and training, ensuring that our lecturers and administrators are better equipped to deliver world-class teaching and innovation. Through initiatives such as improved scholarship and bursary schemes, capacity building partnerships, collaboration and targeted funding for innovation and research, we are positioning Lagos State as the intellectual hub of West Africa and a place where our youth can compete globally while contributing meaningfully to local and national development. Strategic initiatives of the ministry. Lagos State trains public servants on executive leadership training to achieve world-class public service. As part of the initiative of the ministry, we move to improve human capacity in the public sector service. The Lagos State government, in partnership with the Road Business School Nigeria, conducted the second edition of a 2-day executive leadership training program for public servants. This initiative is designed to modernize the public service by equipping leaders with advanced governance skills, focusing on capacity building. This administration aims to develop a globally competitive yet locally effective workforce capable of meeting the demand of modern government. The Lagos State Ministry of Tertiary Education and Health. Another thing we have done in the year under review is attempt to tackle the issue of doctor shortage with the new medical university. We have found out that the best way to go about it is to increase the number of medical workers that can be produced from our institution. And the bold step that have been taken is the step of establishing or planting of a full-fledged university of medicine and health sciences. And as a ministry, I am happy to announce that the Ministry of Tertiary Education and Health have advanced a bill awaiting the assent of Mr. Governor to establish a new University of Medicine and Health Sciences. A successful public hearing gathered doctors, academia, traditional rulers, and critical stakeholders to discuss the legislation. Unlike a simple rebranding of LASUCOM, this new institution is aimed to, one, expand training, that is, increase the number of healthcare professionals available locally and internationally. Secondly, to bridge the gap, match Lagos' growing population with an adequate medical workforce, and again to curb brain drain, that is, improve welfare, improve healthcare delivery, and reduce the emigration of doctors. Lagos successfully ends LASU union staff strike. The ministry, on behalf of Lagos State Government, swiftly and successfully restored academic activities at Lagos State University following a brief industrial strike by the Joint Action Committee. Through constructive dialogue and collaboration with stakeholders, the ministry reached amicable solutions to the union's concerns. The government remains committed to an open door policy to maintain mutual trust. I want to commend the JAC, the Joint Action Committee leadership, for the cooperation and responsibility in resolving the disputes. You will recall that for over a decade, Lagos State tertiary institutions, including LASU, have maintained uninterrupted academic calendars. This stability reflects government's consistent commitment to welfare of both academic and non-academic staff of our universities. Strategic partnership with private institutions. In a strategic shift, the ministry has transitioned from transactional oversight to a robust partnership with private tertiary institutions in Lagos State. This alliance was consummated at a stakeholders forum titled Collaborating for a Sustainable Future, aimed at aligning private education with global labor market demands. The partnership seeks to improve the quality and competitiveness of all graduates in the state by focusing on infrastructure and security, curriculum development, and welfare, that is, strengthening the support system and training of both students and staff. On strategic pillars of educational reform, global academic integration, the ninth exchange. The partnership with the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology serves as a bridge between local talent and international standards. This program is particularly impactful in the following areas: curriculum synchronization. Students are exposed to Canadian vocational excellence, which is renowned for its hands-on polytechnic approach. Global networking. Engineering students develop a global mindset, learning to solve infrastructures that are applicable across different regulatory and geographic landscapes. Strategic pillars of the educational reform continue. Specialized technical skills. The Power China partnership. As part of partnership that is being developed between the ministry, the institutions, and other relevant stakeholders, those that can bring value and improve on the quality of graduates that we produce in our institutions. We have what we call the Power China. In view of the industry demand for engineering and technical skills, the collaboration with Power China offers the high demand specialization needed for the 21st century economy. Also, this includes hands-on vocational training. Moving beyond theory to the assembly, installation and maintenance of solar infrastructure, energy transition. This directly supports regional development by building a workforce capable of maintaining decentralized power grids and reducing carbon footprints. Institutional safety. The ISHPC implementation. Technical skills alone do not make a thriving campus. The environment must be conducive for effective learning. The training of independent sexual harassment prohibition committees at LASUED, that is the Lagos State University of Education, and the Lagos State College of Health Technology is a critical governance step. It is aimed at projecting and improving inclusivity. This program ensures that female and minority students can pursue education without fear of harassment. Again, it ensures standardization. It establishes clear protocols for accountability and making institutions safer and more professional. The Both Digital and Job Initiative Lagos trainings. The Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Tertiary Education, continued the Eco Digital Training Program for youth in all our divisions, reinforcing its commitment to educational and entrepreneurial growth. Additionally, students in state-owned tertiary institutions participated in the Job Initiative Lagos, a digital training program designed to build modern career skills. The curriculum focused on 1. Digital literacy and artificial intelligence, essential tech knowledge, and an introduction to artificial intelligence. As part of the curriculum is entrepreneurship, practical skills for business development, and soft skill, a focus on emotional intelligence to drive personal and professional success. What we have discovered as a ministry and government is that yes, these students have gone through academic programs in their institutions. There is need for us to complement all that have been learned in the universities and other institutions through the Eco Digital and Job Initiative Lagos. The Job Initiative Lagos is to really prepare them and make them more employable. And that is why this program has been, this initiative has been developed to improve on the graduate digital literacy and artificial intelligence, entrepreneurship, and soft skills. Lagos State government rewards last best students with 10 million naira. As part of excellence, the Lagos government reaffirms its commitment to academic excellence by presenting a check of 10 million naira to Mrs. Selma Nwosu, the top graduate of Lagos State University for 2023-24 session. Despite being a native of Delta State, Mrs. Nwosu, a first-class biochemistry graduate, received the prize as part of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's policy to reward merit without discrimination. This initiative reflects the administration's broader goal of fostering research and scholarship among residents within the state tertiary institutions. Lagos PSC Motors plan to provide advanced engineering training for students. The ministry initiated a strategic alliance with Dark Motors to provide advanced practical training for engineering students at LASU and LASU STEM. By bridging the gap between theory and practice, the partnership focuses on high demand field skills such as vehicle assembly and maintenance, automotive servicing and workshop management, and component manufacturing. These initiatives aim to produce self-reliant, employable graduates and ensure Lagos remains a leader in global engineering markets. And the ministry aim to launch drug preparation training for tertiary educators. In its strategic move to sanitize academic, the Lagos State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NEA, in cooperation with the ministry, is to commence a specialized capacity build program for academics across all state tertiary institutions. This initiative is designed to address the escalating rate of substance abuse among the youth by transforming educators into the first line of defense. The training will provide participants with a comprehensive toolkit to manage and prevent drug-related issues within the student body. I want to quickly mention some of the activities of the Office of the SSA that have helped in projecting tertiary education and improving the value and the quality of our graduates, both students in schools and those that have already graduated. The Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Student Union Affairs initiated some programs that were carried out during the year under review. Part of it is the Software Quality Assurance Training Program. A free 3-weekend software quality assurance training was organized in collaboration with the Correct Tech. As many as 1,500 students were trained, involving students of Lagos State University of Education, Lagos State University of Science and Technology, and Lagos State College of Health Technology. The training focused on digital and employability skills. The International Student Day Summit. This was held on November 19, 2025. The summit was organized to commemorate Global International Students Day, which brought together students from tertiary institutions across Lagos State. It provides a platform to promote students' engagement and collaboration, which reaffirmed the governor's commitment to inclusive governance. The Lagos State Campus Security and Safety Summit, February 11, 2026, the first edition of it. The maiden edition, which focused on campus security awareness, brought together students, institutions, and security stakeholders. The Lagos State Security Trust Fund donated 3 security patrol vans and safety outfit to LASU STEM, and LASU. These are where the programs and initiatives, collaborations, and all that were done by the ministry. As the supervising ministry, we to all the institutions, tertiary in Lagos State, we are going to briefly in the next few minutes explain and put to the public activities and achievements of these institutions under our supervision. And we are going to start with our flagship university, the Lagos State University, LASU, Ojo. Ranking status of LASU. I am happy to report that LASU ranked as the most subscribed university in 2025 Joint Admission and Matriculation Board examination. I think we deserve a round of applause. That is, of all universities in Nigeria, the one that most of students in Nigeria prefer to attend is LASU. It speaks volume, and I think there must be positive reasons why students in Nigeria prefer to go to LASU instead of these other universities. Not only this, LASU ranked top 3 most subscribed university. Okay, sorry. So LASU ranked with 70,000. Oh, yes, for this year, as many as 84,426 students applied to study in LASU, well above University of Lagos with 58,645 and the University of Ilorin with 56,758 applicants. Again, the 3 metrics ranked by university, Portals Indonesia Metrics Global Ranking as the best university in Sub-Saharan Africa, 3rd time in a row, best in Nigeria and 23rd best university in Africa. That is our answer for you. Again, LASU won the 25 million JAMB National Admission Performance Award. In the area, still on LASU, in the area of research and strategic partnerships, LASU Nigeria Air Force Partnership Renewal. In May 2025, LASU and the Nigerian Air Force signed a landmark renewal of partnership that expanded their strategic partnership on joint research and exchange programs. Still on LASU, they had their 7th Research and Innovation Fair in the year under review. LASU organized its 7th Research and Innovation Fair, a flagship town and gown event that brought together the academic community and the public to showcase innovative products and solutions developed by staff and students of the university. In the course of the year review, what class infrastructure was developed and inaugurated in LASU? Amongst them is the gigantic Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu Library Complex. For whoever that are going to learn LASU in the recent year, this university library has been ranked as the best in Nigeria. The biggest library, very beautiful and attractive and well equipped. It was inaugurated in 2025, October precisely. Among infrastructural development and infrastructural development in the university is the 800-seat lecture hall donated by Princess Adejoke Oyelekwemi Fulori, which was completed and handed over in 2025. Amongst the infrastructure donated and facilitated by well-meaning stakeholders and Lagosians is the Olatunji Bello Auditorium at Ekpe. This was donated by Mr. Tertiary Bello, the Executive Vice President, FCC, and inaugurated on 28 August 2025. Again, in pursuance of a clean environment and very suitable environment, particularly in the area of Sani, we got from the World Bank 2 blocks of toilets at Ojo and Ekpe campuses. Appointments in LASSO, leadership appointments. 13 government council inaugurated. Upon the completion of the tenure of the 12th government council led by Sir David Sumoni in July 2025, Governor Babajide Olúṣọlá Sanwo-Olu inaugurated the 13th government council on the 9th December 2025. This new government council is led by Barrister M. Ogala, SAN. In the course of the year, a new chancellor was equally appointed by Mr. Governor in the person of His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Olufolari Ogunsowo, the Alara of Ilara, who was appointed by the governor as the 6th Chancellor of Lagos State University on 13th February 2026. LASSO is not about academics alone. This is blended with achievements in the area of sports and sporting activities. This includes our participation in FISO World University Games in August 2025. LASSO Queens, Lagos University female football team, participated in the FISO World University Games representing Africa in female football, the first time ever that the Nigerian university is represented. 27th Nigerian University Games, Nuga, just November 2025. Athletes were sponsored and the Lagos State University contingent secured 38 medals, including 10 gold, 14 silver, and 15 bronze, marking the team's best ever performance in the competition. Career progression. It is still part of the effort of government of Lagos State to promote the welfare, the professional benefits, the professional career of staff. And this is done through career progression for staff in the registry, bursary, and audit departments. It has brought about significant career progression initiative with the elongation of cadres to level 15, rewarding long-serving professionals and creating incentives for excellence. Security support. For there to be real academic and social development in a university or institution, there must be full security. Security of staff and students and other stakeholders in the community must be guaranteed. This has been pursued vigorously by the state government and the university management. Part of what was done in this area was the donation of a brand new patrol vehicle and 40 pairs of security boots to the university by the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. I think the Security Trust Fund deserves that applause. These are the cogent and very, very distinct activities and achievement of Lagos State University within the period under review. We want to quickly list out and explain to the public all that have been achieved within this period by the Lagos State University of Science and Technology. Knowing fully well that this university is a young one, going by the fact that we'll be having our first set of graduates this year. Even with this, they have really achieved a lot in the area of infrastructure, academic excellence, and achievements in professional bodies. Most of our students in NICA, banking, and the rest of them have really done very well. We have many of them in their 200, 300 final year that have qualified as chartered accountants, chartered bankers, and in many other professional areas. I can tell you that the Lagos State University of Science and Technology has been turned by construction sites, going by the volume and the number of construction that is taking place presently in the university. We are going to enumerate and display to you all constructions that are taking place in the university. Some have been completed, some are under construction. Among the completed ones is we have the completion of classroom block at the Ikorodu campus by 10 funds. You can see it there. We have the 200-seater capacity lecture theater at the Ikorodu campus again through 10 funds. The construction and furnishing of 80-bed student hostel at Ikorodu. Construction and furnishing of professional building also at Ikorodu campus. Construction of University Central Auditorium this is still under construction. Under ongoing is equally the Central Research Laboratory. Option rehabilitation by 10 funds. Some buildings and infrastructure were rehabilitated during this period under review. Among them are the construction of administrative building for CNG conversion center by the Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology, the ongoing construction of 240 capacity lecture theater facilitated by Jabi Amila. We have the reconstruction of the University West Gate by the Laspotec Alumni Association. Construction of 160 capacity lecture hall called Bankers Hall, donated by Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. Construction of Ministerial, facilitated by Honorable Babajide Benson, the House of Representative member representing Ikorodu Federal Constituency. As part of the achievement of the university in the year is assistant student winning the national tech competition and is set to represent Nigeria in the United States of America. A student of Lagos State University of Science and Technology as the national winner of the Red Bull Basement Nigeria competition. He secured first place among 3,000 participants with an innovative IoT-based solution designed to monitor livestock health. This innovation uses sound sensors to detect illness in animals and send real-time alerts to owners, offering practical solutions to agricultural efficiency. He is set to represent Nigeria at the global final in the United States of America from June 1st to 3rd, 2026. These are some of the achievements and activities of the Lagos State University of Science and Technology. We want to briefly list and express the activities and achievements of the Lagos State University of Education. Among them is the hosting of the first and the second inaugural lecture by the university. Like I have expressed earlier, the Lagos State University of Science and Technology and University of Education are our very new universities that are about to have their first set of graduates late this year. And they are working so hard to meet up with the academic culture and practices. And among this is the hosting of inaugural lectures. Later, I'm happy to report that the State University of Education has hosted and organized their first and second inaugural lecture, where scholars are giving platform to express and expose latest researches and academic minds. So the first one was the Lagos State University of Education first inaugural lecture, 12th February 2026. It provided platform for distinguished scholarship, intellectual discourse, and sharing of insights within the academic community. It had its second one given by Professor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Shitu. Aside from this, the university wins National Best University Website Award. LASUET wins Nigerian Internet Registration Association Best University Website Award. So this is really commendable, and it shows how much the university has put all its operations and activities on the digital space. And this has been seen by professional bodies, and they have been awarded as the best university that have put all their operations and activities on the internet, making teaching, learning seamless, and promoting academic excellence. Again, the University Vice Chancellor was named among the Nigeria 50 exceptional public service professionals. The Vice Chancellor of the university has made not only the university proud, but Lagos State government for being named amongst the 50 most exceptional public service professionals. So I am happy to announce that Professor has made Lagos State proud, has made our university proud, for which we are grateful to you for what you are doing to put our state on a positive mark among other states in Nigeria. Thank you, Mrs. Vice Chancellor. Thank you for that. Again, the university attempt to ensure that security is ensured, security is promoted, and staff and students can go about their activities without any fear. They hosted their third annual 2025 Security Summit, bringing in top security personnel, both serving and retired. Last year's summit was chaired by the former IGP, Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun. I know one was the second one was by General Buranta, the former chief of Army Staff. These are part of what the university management is doing to bring all stakeholders, the community, the students, the staff, and all stakeholders together to look into how to ensure that there is safety of lives and property within and around the university environment. Okay. Again, to promote professionalism among the teachers that they are producing. LASUET was the first direct of 2025 Teachers Administration Council of Nigeria induction ceremony. Equally, LASUET hosts 2026 Tech Fair Week to promote innovation and entrepreneurship amongst students and staff of the university. Again, the university presented their 10 trade fair champions student innovation and entrepreneurial acumen. This was done 2nd to 4th May 2025. World University Game. Team Laswell qualifies for World University Game in Germany as representative of Nigeria, which will be coming up. This has taken place on the 5th of April 2026. Last week, College hosted the 2025 Pre-Global Games preliminaries in their campus. These are parts of the activities and the achievement of the university for 2025. Quickly, we will look at the Lagos State University of Science, Lagos State College of Medicine. LASCOM expansion program. As LASCOM continues to position itself as a beacon of innovation, teaching, and research, the expansion of its facilities has become imperative. The Lagos State government approved the Yaba Bagada site for phase 1 of the expansion project in 2025. This includes the conversion of the former Kampovi Center at Yaba and Cardiorenda Center at Bagada into a new campus and a temporary student hostel designed to accommodate 196 students. Once operational, the new annexes will decongest the main campus in Ikeja and further the position of the college as foremost center for medical and allied health science education. National collaborations and partnerships. In recent months, the college has initiated global collaborations with various universities and organizations to foster meaningful international partnerships. This includes the Duke Health Department of Neurosurgery, North California, the Lagos State Government LASUCOM, and the Loughborough University UK Strategic Forum. Again, the hosting of Dr. Olabisi Sanusi, a Nigerian-born neurosurgeon based at Oregon Health and Science University, United States of America. Delegation of High Commission of Malaysia in Nigeria. Digitalization of college operations. The college continuously improving and upgrading its digitalized operational processes. Recent initiatives include A centralized departmental cloud backup system. B, expansion of ICT infrastructure, including the networking of all college buildings via wire and wireless connections. Distribution of mini microphones to enhance lecture delivery. LASCOM expand transportation fleets with new SUVs and World Health Organization bus donation. These are part of what the university, what the college achieved. We heard from sponsors such as WHO and some other stakeholders complementing the effort of the state government in improving transportation of staff and students of the college. During the course of the year, awards and recognitions were recorded. Amongst them is that 53 large students received 47.4 million one post scholarship for 2025-26 academic session, with 12 recipients from the college. Dr. Henry Akinbola, founder of Help Drive Nigeria, and alumnus of the college was listed in the Votes Europe under 30. Head Drive is an initiative in Southwest Nigeria that raises awareness and provide testing and vaccination against hepatitis. Professor Adetunwa was elected as a fellow of African Academy of Science. This milestone continues to distinguish LASUCOB through excellence and global impact, highlighting the college growing footprint in world-class research. Setting up of virtual learning studios. This is part of what the college did last year and to promote seamless teaching and learning. Virtual learning studio is currently 90% complete and is expected to be fully operational within the next few weeks. This facility is designed to enhance online teaching, learning delivery, and digital content production across the college. Renovation and expansion of student hostel. Yes, the college management and Lagos State government, in order to make the events very conducive for the students, is engaging in the renovation of the student hostels. Again, we are happy to announce that new set of our doctors, dentists, and nurses were inducted last year. It is to confirm that our programs are well accredited by the NUC and other professional bodies. If the government is not providing all that is necessary, the college and our other institutions, including LASUED and LASUSTEC, College of Health Technology, and the College of Nursing, they have all gotten accreditation for their programs, and this is to tell you that our universities are well recognized and accepted by professional bodies at the NUC. So we are happy to announce that successfully 87 new medical and dental doctors during the 19th and 9th MBBS and BDS induction ceremony, and 6 sets of nursing graduates contributing to the Nigerian healthcare workforce. They have just been inducted to become nurses, doctors, and other health services professionals. That is that with the College of Medicine. Quickly, we have some activities and achievements recorded by the Lagos State College of Nursing in Gondo. The State College of Nursing, last one in Gondo, was established in 1965 and relocated to Igodo in 2013. It continues to strengthen healthcare workforce development in Lagos State. Within the review period, the college has consolidated its position as a leading tertiary healthcare institution through targeted investments in infrastructure, innovation, student welfare, and professional training excellence. There are a lot of infrastructural and development activities going on. Okay, going on in the bench amongst the portion of administrative block that will provide spaces for principal officers such as provost, registrar, bursar, the governing council, and all other principal officers. We are having as ongoing the construction of 3-story hostel annex with classrooms. This is equally ongoing. Again, still ongoing is the entrepreneurship center. In line with the 21st century skill development, the Lagos State government procured and installed equipment for the College Entrepreneurship Center, aimed at promoting self-reliant multi-income streams for students. Key installations include distillation machines, mini greenhouse facility, and the rest of it. The College of Nursing has achieved advancement in clinical training, skill laboratories. Courtesy of Lagos State government, the Lagos State College of Nursing maintains 3 fully equipped skill laboratories designed to simulate real-life clinical scenarios with series of modern nursing practice equipment. The college has equally digitalized learning through its library and some other facilities. With the support of Lagos State government, they have really harmonized technical reliability of the traditional library with the boundless speed of digital innovation through the e-library facility, ICT development, medical education in modern days relies so much on ICT. This we are doing in the College of Nursing by providing modern ICT centers. Again, the college has achieved partnerships and collaboration with the World Health Organization that have donated 300-seater student chairs, 100 kVA generator, 12-seater Toyota IAS bus, office furniture, office cabinets, and the rest of them. The Alumni Association has supported the university with scholarship for 10 HND students, provided e-library resource center, provided mixing soap machine, and the rest of it. Netfund provided funds to support students' academic pursuits. Again, the state security force supplies security and working tools for the security unit of the college. During this period under review, the college sustained 100% pass rate in professional examinations. Continuous alignment with military and professional standards. The college has equally made strategic investment to support accreditation expansion initiatives. Again, ongoing commitment to producing globally competitive nursing and professionals. That is with the College of Nursing. We have the Lagos State College of Health Technology, YABA. In our bid to responding to the dynamics of health sector and in alignment with the TILS Plus agenda, the college introduced 2 new trendy programs, the Healthcare Assistance and X-ray Technician Program in August 2025. A successful record of program resource assessment was recorded when the regulatory and superintending body, the Geographers Registration Board of Nigeria, conducted their quality resource evaluation in December 2025. Amongst activities of the university, the Yelda review was the workshop for staff of the college on Friday, 14th November 2025. The college equally organized orientation for 785 newly admitted students on Tuesday, 9th December 2025. 44 medical laboratory technician students of the university were inducted in a significant boost to the healthcare sector. 44 medical laboratory technician students have been inducted into the profession. The college has equally commissioned and started using the modern ICT center with digital equipment. This from January 2026. As part of their activities and achievements, 105 community health extension workers were inducted on 17th February 2026. The college has equally promoted academic delivery with digital teaching and lecture attendance monitoring system. This is an initiative and a new method that will make the management record, monitor student and lecturers' attendance without physically going to see them in the classroom. This is done through technology and log-in system. I think the college deserves a round of applause for this initiative. Quickly, we want to go through the agency for mass education, their activities and achievements for 2025. Verification exercise for facilitators, instructors, and external coordinators stipends. Stipend payment of 4 quarters of 2025 and been paid. Facilitators stipend has been increased from 25,000 naira to 50,000. I think the state government deserves a round of applause for it. 100% increment in the stipend paid to those that are helping in teaching in our centers. The 2025 Marriage Literacy Stakeholders Forum was held on 16th of May, and the Unified Assessment Exercise was equally conducted on 13th to 21st November 2025 to evaluate the academic progress of adult learners, measure learning outcomes across all sectors, and ensure standardization of assessment within the program. Again, the 2025 mass literacy screening exercise was held on 29th of November 2025 in 7 zones in preparation for adult learners quiz competition. Mass literacy continued. Facilitators conference was held too in December 2025. 2025 annual literacy quiz competition was held on the 8th of December 2025 at Adidi Hall. Mass education deals to sensitize and mobilize the general public was put across in various mass media. If you listen to Radio Lagos, MTV 8, you have conducted interviews, expressing to the public the facilities that are available and the benefits that are accruable from participation in these adult learning centers. The continuing education department have the following programs. They issued approval letters to tutorial centers, continuing education centers in the course of the year. Organization of stakeholders forum for tutorial center, continuing education centers. 2. Tutorial centers, continuing education centers approval letters. 127 approval letters were issued to operators of continuing education centers. Non-formal vocational education. The agency conducted literacy through economic empowerment strategies. They carried out sensitization and mobilization campaign of vocational non-education, increased trainings, enrollment, participation in vocational non-education, renovation and upscaling existing vocational centers at Agege, Surulere, partnering with non-governmental organizations to enhance vocational education at the grassroots, establishment of new strategic vocational training center in the states, particularly at Isolo, handing over of donated vocational training center at Odumola by the Rotary Club. This form part of the activities and achievements of the Agency for Mass Education in Lagos State. Quickly, we are wrapping up with the activities of the State Scholarship Board. The State Scholarship Board, within the year under review of administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Olúṣọlá Sanwo-Olu, was able to achieve the following. 1. Automation of the Lagos State Scholarship Board process and operation. Introduction of special scholarship for inclusion, people living with disabilities, multidimensionally poor and vulnerable. Increase in bursary and scholarship fee for all award categories. Bursary from 50 to 60,000, scholarship from 200 to 225,000. Partnership with Great Tech to award 20 scorers in Beckett in the states yearly. Partnership with soccer to 5 students that are indigenous of the state with 250,000 naira each. Partnership with Oyeko and Oladunni Adeleke Agege Foundation. Law school were awarded a bursary of 225,000 naira each. The one-day governor, 3 beneficiaries. 3 beneficiaries at 225,000 naira each. Total number of scholarship award beneficiaries is PhD. We have 79 beneficiaries and 450,000 per student. The total amount to PhD is 35,550,000. Master students, 130 scholarship and 350,000 per student. Undergraduate scholarship, 748 were awarded at the sum of 225,000 naira per student. The total amount paid for this is as much as 168,300,000 naira for the year 2025. Compassionate scholarships and bursaries. 26 beneficiaries and 225,000 naira each. Total number of special scholarships for inclusion beneficiary is people with disabilities. 67 beneficiary at 225,000 each. Multidimensionally poor and vulnerable students. 81 beneficiaries at 225,000 naira each. The total number of beneficiaries of bursary and scholarship award is 4,394 students. So yes, 4,395. Total amount paid to beneficiaries for both bursary and scholarship is 504,630,000 naira. Online registration for the year 2025-26 academic session. Lagos State Scholarship Board opened portal on Monday, 19th January to Friday, 6th March for online registration for the year 2025-26 academic session bursary and scholarship award. Total number of applicants for bursary award is 5,701. Total number of applicants for scholarship is 3,539. Those are the activities and achievements of the Lagos State Scholarship Board for the year under review. Lastly is the Lagos State Library Board. Currently, the state has 13 branch libraries under the Lagos State Library Board. The Lagos State Library Board ensures steady development of its branch stocks. All books acquired were technically catalogued and classified at the technical section. Reading advocacy program. The board encourages reading among not only the youth, but all citizens of Lagos through some special program, such as Lagos Quiz Inter-School Quiz Program for students of Lagos State Public Secondary Schools across the 6 education districts. Prizes and trophies were given to participating secondary schools. Year 2026 Lagos Quiz Inter-School Quiz Competition will come up on Thursday, 21st of May, 2026. This year day took place on Thursday, May 7th, 2026. Provision of solar energy. It is concerted effort by Lagos State government to enhance the comfortability of readers in our public libraries. The 5 libraries that were equipped with solar panel energy as alternative power supply to cushion the effect of heat. These are the headquarters about Macaulay Library, Yaba, Erika Public Library, Akiti, Ipaja Public Library, and the Bukubayiku Public Library. Closing remark. Thank you for your attention. As we look forward, thank you for your attention, and we look forward to continue our journey towards excellence in tertiary education. We appreciate your support and partnership in shaping the future of our student institutions and Lagos State in general. We are committed to transforming Lagos' own tertiary institutions into global standards as we invite all stakeholders to join us in this global endeavor. Together, we can build a brighter future for our students and the state. We bring that in Èkó. Thank you. God bless you all for listening.
Thank you so much. Representative Anna, we can all confirm that this are very valuable achievements. This because of our time and because of the fact that there's another ministry that will be briefing very, very shortly. I will, gentlemen of the press, I will want us to come forward, ask our questions. This way you come to the microphone, tell us your name and the medium you represent. Thank you so much.
Honorable Commissioner, good afternoon all. My name is Shola. There has always been challenge in the School of Medicine concerning accommodation. Thank God you mentioned Bagada, but you were not specific enough. Let us know when Bagada will be completed and we will move students from Lascom to Bagada. And also you read out a figure of 196 medical students that would move from Lascom to Bagada. Don't you think that figure does not capture the medical students we have in Lascom? Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Adi Ologwin and I report from Western Post. Commissioner, recently, the Lagos State government released a document on revenue collection in several ministries. And you talked about the agency of mass education. I'm reading from the document now. It was published April 28, 2026. It said for revenue collection, we budgeted 27 million naira. And I'm surprised when you read about the agency, your achievements. You mean out of the 27 million naira you budgeted, nothing is stated in this document that you received. It's a surprise. When also you budgeted Ministry of Tertiary Institution, I'm reading from the document, 15 million naira. In the last 5 months, you are telling me from 15 million naira, you received just 2 million naira from the Ministry of Tertiary Institution. Please, can you explain this? Also in the document, I'm going to quote College of Health Technology. In College of Health Technology, you budgeted 600 million naira, and in it, nothing said of it. Please, I'm surprised why it's the so. I also have another question. What mechanisms are in place to monitor tertiary institutions and how they spend government allocation?
Good afternoon, Commissioner. My name is Nancy and I report for Radio 1. 5 FM. My question also brought down to our institutions in Lagos, especially looking at last step in the Gorodu. Last step, we always call it in because it's a 4-year-old school. I know the first set getting very, very soon. And the achievement to me that an 80-bed student accommodation is in place. 80-bed accommodation for 5,000. I know that When I'm being agitated about this, I'm a parent of students in the school. Many students dash out of the road to take accommodation across. And most of the accommodation those students take are poor accommodation. A student died last year, my girl. He was just sitting on the balcony of the accommodation we rented. And the accommodation, the corridor gave way and he died. He happens to be the only child of his parents. And he just died going to school. So when I think there should be a partnership, I know you have partnership with other development partners, private sector to get accommodation. For the 80 bed in last hostel, how soon will it be completed? Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Godfrey Gabriel, report for Classic FM 97.3. I have just two questions here, Honorable Commissioner. Briefly, I would like to know how the state is addressing outdated curricula and aligning courses with industry needs.
in your life road jábọ̀ fún ìwé ìròyìn lórúkọ. Ẹ sọ fún wa ẹni ìṣàkóso ìṣe dáadáa lẹ́ka ètò ẹ̀kọ́ pàápàá jùlọ lágbára ilé gbígbé fáwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ lè sọ fún wa iye owó tó ń wọlé sápò ìjọba látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́? Láti ọdún mẹ́rìnlá sẹ́yìn, èló ni ìjọba ti ná lórí àtúntò àwọn yàrá ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́, gbọ̀ngàn ìkàwé, àwọn ohun ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ amáyédẹrùn nílànà ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ àti òye àtọwọ́dá. Lábala ìgbáyérọ̀rùn fáwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Torí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ iléèwé gíga káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó sọ látọ̀gbà tí wọ́n lè fi àtẹ̀ránṣẹ́ ránṣẹ́ sí wa. Wọ́n ní omi tí àwọn omi lọ́gbà wọ́n ní kò dára ó dọ̀tí. Àti pé lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà ṣe làwọn lọ ra omi inú ọ̀nà táwọn máa fi ń wẹ̀. Ilé yóò dà tó pé kí ni wọ́n lè ṣe sí. Pàápàá jùlọ lábala ètò ìlera. Akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kan ó fi àtẹ̀ránṣẹ́ ó fi ránṣẹ́ sí wa. Ó ní ìkọ́nà àwọn akẹgbẹ́ òun ẹgbẹ́ ó ṣàìsàn ní òru mọ́jú. Nígbà tí wọ́n ń gbé wọ́n ní ilé ìwòsàn ó jìnnà sí àwọn. Ibi kí ló dé tí àwọn ò lè ní ilé ìwòsàn nínú ilé ìgbé àwọn? Nítorí pé nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ti gbàgbà máa lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn ó pẹ́. Ìṣe kó bí ẹ̀mí ẹ̀kọ́ òṣùwọ̀n síbẹ̀ wọ́n ní ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó kó àwọn olómi inú nítorí tó wáyé pé ilé ìwòsàn wà nínú wọ́n á tètè ṣe ìtọ́jú ẹ̀. Nítorí náà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ wọ́n ní kẹ́ bá wọn mójútó pé kí ilé ìwòsàn tó wà. Àti pé èyí tí mo sọ wọn ni pé èyí tí mo sọ ṣáájú ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ iye owó tó ń wọlé látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sínú àpò ìjọba. Ẹ ṣé. Press, let's have it the response to us. Please start looking for now. Thank you so much. Honorable Commissioners, please, you are
Thank you very much for your questions. And I'm going to take them as they were given. The first concern our raised was the issue of accommodation at the College of Medicine. And like we expressed, that already we have accommodation for our students in our main campus at Tertiary. Just like the accommodations are not usually enough. It is for this reason that the state government, the governor, decided to convert the COVID center at Bagada and the other one in Yaba to hostels for the students. And as many as 196 bed spaces will be provided through this initiative. Another thing the state government and the management of the college is going to acquire. We are making frantic efforts at acquiring buildings from private owners around the college, which we can convert into hostel and provide for our students. The college of medicine is quite special. And is that the first year and the final year students must be housed, must be accommodated by the university management. This we are adequately doing every session. We make sure that all new entrants and graduate students are accommodated. We are confident in ensuring this. This is the rule and standard of the college. But we have gone further to enhance our facilities in the area of accommodation. We have sought for partnership with private investors, with some other stakeholders like the SDG. They've come to do some little assistance. They have come to lend their hands. And we have a particular invitation as regards that campus. The Space Management Authority said we cannot build more than how many you're from, Professor? We cannot build more than 3 floors because the college is close to the airport. And this is limiting us. And this part of the reason why you have chosen to move outside in Kenya to Bagada and Yaba to develop more spaces that can, where we can be allowed to have high-rising buildings. If you go to Lasso today, our hostels, they are as high as 4 feet plus. Lagos is compacted. It's a place where we don't have enough space, and it's part of the reasons why we are transporting the college. The state government is planning to transport the college to a full-fledged university with campuses in the 5 divisions of Lagos. We have in Badagry, Ekpe, Ikorodu, Ikeja, to allow for expansion of our facilities. This we agree that presently we are not having enough, but the state government and the management of the college is working hard in increasing the number of students accommodation. Somebody asked question on our revenue that the ministry was expected to generate 15 million, and what we made was less than 15 million. The ministry is not a revenue generating ministry. The only area where we generate revenue is in the area of certificate authentication. It is for whoever, whether private sector or any organization that want to authenticate certificate, particularly foreign certificate, they come through us. And what we generate from this is a function of number that will come for this authentication. There are periods that people don't come. And that is why we have made the budget line so small, as little as 15 million. In some years, we can go very high. And in fact, that is, again, if people are not coming for authentication, there will be no revenue from the ministry. So we are not revenue generating ministry. Somebody asked for justification of 600 million income for Lagos State College of Health Technology. That question is not clear to us. The college is not expected to raise such income, and there's never a time that we set targets of 600 million naira for the College of Health Technology. You ask for the mechanism that we are using in monitoring the activities of our institutions. The ministry plus some other professional bodies, because we need to let you know that activities of institutions is not just being monitored by the government or the ministry alone. Whether be it federal or state institutions. We have professional bodies that monitors many of the activities of these institutions. For instance, the Nigerian Medical and Dental Association, is it association? The council, Nigerian Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, they monitor the curriculum, the teaching, the every clinical activities of the students. Nigerian Legal Advanced Council, Legal Council, they monitor the teaching in the Faculty of Law. The same with the engineering students and the rest of it. So what we do as a ministry is through our standard and accreditation division, inspection and monitoring division. We have two divisions that are principally dedicated to ensuring that our institution abide by requirements and standards expected of them. These the two at all times our reports are given monthly. Where there are infractions and complaints, these two divisions and departments, they look into them and ensure that such complaints are looked into. On the question of not having enough accommodation at Ikorodu, that is Lagos State College, the University of Lagos State University of Science and Technology. Yes, one thing that our press people must know is that these institutions, they have some rules, the laws that establish them and state the type of program you have. From onset, LASSO supposed to be off-campus institution. The same with the two other universities. All what we are doing as a government is just to come up to see to the improvement in the welfare of the students. And that is why we are intervening in the area of accommodation. This we are even doing, noting that it requires good investment to provide and maintain accommodation now. What we are encouraging is private, public-private partnerships in which investors are being encouraged to come and invest in this area of accommodation. As we are speaking with you, we have started, I'm talking about Ikorodu now. Tenford is investing hugely in the construction of hostel accommodation for students of the university. Just 2 weeks ago, the federal government came to break the ground for new set of federal government facilitated hostels for LASSO that will provide for as many as 1,000 students, 1,500 students. The minister came, Dr. Maruf Alausa, came for the groundbreaking and the promise us that within 24 months, the first phase of the project will be delivered. Part of what is restricting number of admission is some of these facilities you are raising. Because somebody said just 18% of prospective applicants, just as little as 18% were admitted last year. Yes, admission is not just being determined by the universities alone. JAMB gives allocation. JAMB, to a large extent, determines the number that will be taken by each of the universities, coupled with available facilities, both physical and manpower. There are numbers that must be attached to number of staff and number of facilities. So, but we are still working hard to increase our facilities so that we can take more of the students. But again, as many as 85 will apply. It is still subject to the number that is able to pass JAMB and pass to the level that is admittable by the university. You will see that JAMB announced yesterday, yesterday or day before yesterday, on Monday, that 150 will be the cutoff for university and 120 will be for, is it 100 for polytechnics and the colleges of education. To us in Lagos, that can look too low for our universities. None of our 3 universities is admitting with less than 185. Am I right, man? 185. Coming to 150 over 400, I think it's becoming very low. And their decision is to capture the 6 geopolitical zones. And Lagos cannot be considered to be educational disadvantage to the extent of breaking it down to meet up with what Sokoto or Zamfara State will require. So we will still continue to expand. Bringing our university from 1 to 3 is part of what the government of Lagos State is going to provide more educational platform and opportunities for Lagos citizens. And increasing it to 4 is still part of this efforts and providing opportunities for all to have tertiary education. Another person asked of what are we doing to make our graduates, particularly those in the technical and engineering faculties, to be employable and to meet up with international standards. In the course of my presentation, I mentioned that the government and the university management are collaborating with industries to really make sure that our students, our graduates meet up with international standards. This we are doing with the Chinese initiative, the GAC motors, where they intend to teach our students in the area of air conditioning, cooling system, mechanical system, and the rest of it. This is to promote tower and down, to promote the students having first-hand industry experience. We are doing it in the area of tech. We are collaborating with Samsung, collaborating with MTN and some other tech-related industries. We have discovered that, yes, what is being taught in the university system may not be too adequate. And that is why we are choosing to collaborate with the industries, and some other stakeholders. Yes, aside from this, the ministry is intervening through the job initiative Lagos and a Go Digital skills. These are initiatives that are promoting training for our graduates. This really supplement and complement what they are being taught in the formal university system. Poor water system. They said in our schools there is no good water, no cleaning. That looks so strange. There is no unit of all our institutions. There's none without a staff clinic with qualified doctors and other allied staff, head staff. So where the story is coming from that for a last week we have a big clinic to the extent of allowing the community around to come and attend medical and enjoy medical facility of the university. With the same thing with the University of Education and the University of Science and Technology. Our College of Health Technology, the College of Nursing, we all have clinics with doctors and nurses, not just clinics stocked with drugs. So I don't know where the issue, and when we have serious cases, last week is not close to Igodo General Hospital. Last suspect is so close to the Ikorodu General Hospital. The College of the University of Education, so Badagry General Hospital and Igodo General Hospital. But the story of not having medical facility for schools is not correct. It's not correct. So I want you to please help us cross-check. Issue of updated curriculum. Yes, I've addressed that. That curriculum is a national thing. Universities are not operating on their own. Curriculum is provided by the university, Nigerian University Commission, and they review it intermittently. Curriculum, we have curriculum review committee in the NUC. We interface with the universities and ensure that these things are at different times to ensure that they meet up with international requirements and standards. Okay, your question in Lagos State University of Education is there is a story there, and the state government and university management is offsetting it. Presently, the university has paid some of them. The problem was caused by the staff of the college there, the legacy college, where funds that were deducted as pension fund were not remitted to the pension companies. And it led to serious, it became a criminal matter, but the governor has graciously agreed to offset this because it is the staff that suffers. And he has now agreed to be paying them gradually. And we have encouraged the university management to equally help. For up to now, to this point, we have paid up to October 2024. The amount is so huge, and the management of the university is really doing well in ensuring that we are getting them paid little by little. Within short period, all the remaining staff that have not been paid will be paid. On the question, Agency for Mass Education, the agency generated for 2025 the sum of 28,167 million. That is how much the members of public have embraced our programs in our vocational and adult education centers. We are providing education for those that have missed it. We are providing vocational and technical education for training for working class, and meeting up our target and surpassing it means negotiations have come to term. They have really realized the need for them to patronize and attend the centers because we are really doing well. I think, okay, somebody raised question on the library we are rehabilitating and providing for secondary school. Why is it so? The library services is under the Ministry of Tertiary Education. That is why we have the Director of Library Services with us here. Part of what we feel we could do to promote reading culture and provide books for our populace is through public libraries. This must be extended to our schools, secondary schools, and that is why we have chosen to provide libraries at the secondary school level. For last year, we did not provide any library for any school, but we have started for this year. We do it yearly, and we do as many as 30 schools per year. And if you see these libraries, you can see the number of our students that flocks in at every moment, because we make them very suitable, very welcoming, and we provide necessary reading materials in the libraries. I think these are the major issues and questions that were raised. And I feel we have tried to, except there is anyone who feel we are not difficult. And like the Commissioner for Information is almost ready. Our home, Professor Imbagada, I think the new things. Yaba, they said that the provost is here. He said Yaba will be ready for next session.
I have a question.
Okay, thank you for please. There is another ministry that needs to do their work right now. We are way beyond time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we give the Honorable Commissioner a round of applause?